On paper, Phineas and Ferb should be a terrible show. Seriously. Every episode follows almost the exact same formula. Phineas and Ferb build something impossible. Candace tries to expose them. Dr. Doofenshmirtz creates another ridiculous invention. Perry the Platypus stops them. Everything resets, and then the next episode does it over and over again. Most shows would become repetitive almost immediately. So, why did Phineas and Ferb become one of the biggest cartoons of all time? Like, seriously. The answer is simple. The show understood that formulas ain't the problem. Boring formulas are. Every great cartoon follows a structure. Every sitcom follows a structure. Even most movies nowadays follow a structure. The trick is hiding the structure beneath creativity, and Phineas and Ferb mastered it. Think about their inventions alone. One day the boys build a roller coaster. The next day they're traveling through time. Then they're creating giant robots. Then they're exploring alternate dimensions. The basic setup never changes, but the possibilities are endless. That's why the formula never feels repetitive. You ain't watching for the setup, you are watching to see what insane ideas comes next. Then there is Candace, a character who could have been incredibly annoying. Her entire goal is basically ruining the main character's fun, but somehow she's one of the funniest people in the show. Because Candace is not evil, she's just trapped in a nightmare. Imagine seeing your brothers build impossible inventions every day and having nobody to believe you. At some point, you lose your mind too. Then there's Dr. Doofenshmirtz, arguably one of the greatest cartoon villains ever created. Not because he's threatening, nah. He's hilarious. Most villains want power. He wants revenge on things like gnomes, pigeons, or childhood memories. You got bullied. His big stories are so absurd that they become a joke. And somehow the show turns those ridiculous stories into some of the best moments. But the real genius of Phineas and Ferb, it's the attitude. The show is unbelievable positive. Phineas never worries about failure. He never doubts himself. He never says something can't be done. He just starts building. In a world filled with cynical characters, that's surprisingly refreshing. That's why Phineas and Ferb has aged so well. It was not trying to be edgy. It was not chasing trends. It was not trying to shock people. It focused on creativity, imagination, and having fun. The formula never changed, but the ideas did, and that's why the show succeeded where so many others failed, because it proved something important. A predictable structure does not make a show boring. A lack of creativity does, and Phineas and Ferb might be one of the most creative cartoons ever made, which is pretty impressive for a show that does the same thing over and over for every episode, because there's 104 days.